helping you to weather good and bad economies without putting retirement on hold. This is the Tumolo Financial Podcast with Ken and Nick Tumolo. Ken and his son Nick know that creating a comprehensive financial plan can align your hard-earned life savings with your retirement goals. Consider them your retirement architects. Now, the Tumolo Financial Podcast with Ken and Nick Tumolo.
One of the biggest things that we find when people come in and visit with us is the confusion around spousal Social Security benefits. So I wanted to cover some of that today. So a big thing is spousal Social Security benefits allow you to receive retirement income based on your spouse's earning record. It doesn't work for everyone, but sometimes depending on how someone, if someone had a big earning career or no earning career, it can actually help a couple get through retirement. So I just wanted to answer some of those today and go over them just so that people don't miss out. So number one, how much can a spouse receive and who qualifies? Big thing I want to point out, it's only up to half of what their other spouse receives. So let's just pretend husband and wife, and we'll say the husband is going to receive $3,000 from Social Security. Well, the wife, if we're going for the spousal benefit piece of it, can receive up to $1,500 based off of his record. Now, this is if his wife didn't have a big earning career or enough to get past $1,500 by herself. So the big thing to remember is if both people in a marriage both had a good earning career, then the spousal benefit might not give them any benefit at all. But if it does, we want to make sure we take advantage of it. So all we're trying to do is find any little thing that we can to help people get through retirement. We don't want to leave anything on the table. So that's one of the first things we go to, asking about what someone or a couple is going to receive from Social Security, because we want to make sure that they can take it. Couple things to note. Sometimes there's an age difference. So if someone does take Social Security, so let's just say one of them claims at age 67, but the other one's 62, and then they go to take the Social Security at 62 and they qualify for the spousal benefit, it'll be reduced just because of the way Social Security works. And it's a permanent reduction. So when we're looking at things like this, we want to make sure it makes sense to draw. So the big reason we run our retirement checkup. Can you receive your own benefit and spousal benefit? The answer is no. I get that question too a lot. Oh, I'll go claim and then I'll take half of my husband's or half of my wife's. And so I'll get a lot from Social Security. It's not how it works. You basically get one or the other. So basically you'll either get the bump up to 50%, or if you make more than 50%, you get your portion. So it's one. And then can you work and still collect spousal benefits? This is where you have to be careful. So let's say that you've already reached full retirement age and your full retirement age is age 67. Then yes, you can work all you want and receive the spousal benefits and it won't be penalized at all. But let's pretend you're under full retirement age and you're only 62 or 63 and you're earning pretty good. Taking spousal benefits might not be a good thing, because if you make over, it's roughly $25,000. If you make over that, they start to penalize what you're receiving from Social Security. So what you want to do is just make sure you know the numbers, make sure you know the rules, make it so that you don't get penalized. Other thing too is make sure you want to still be retired, because sometimes people retire and they figure out it's not for them yet. They go back to work within 6 months to a year, and then they got to get Social Security stopped. So there's rules around that too. We won't get into those today, but another one that comes up, does waiting past full retirement age increase spousal benefits? And so people think it does, just because if you wait past full retirement age 67, your regular benefits do go up by roughly 8% per year, but the spousal benefits don't. They are what they are when you reach age 67. So the thing is, if you delay thinking that it's going up, it's not. They're not going to give you the money that you missed out on. So the thing is, just know the rules heading in. There's a ton of Social Security rules. You would think they would make this easy for us. But then again, if they made it easy, I wouldn't have a job. So a big thing is, a last thing I want to touch on, what happens after a spouse dies. And the thing is that, and this was a rule they put in a long, long time ago, and I think it's a great rule because we could plan around this too. If a spouse dies or predeceases their other spouse, then what happens with the benefits is they bump up to the higher of the two. So it'll go up to the other person's Social Security. We have to, when we're doing planning, unfortunately, we have to take that into account, that one may die before the other. And then what happens? A big thing is Social Security changes, and there's also tax rule changes too, because the single tax bracket is horrible. So when we're structuring a plan, we always have to keep in the back of our mind, if one passes, is the other person going to be okay? What I mean by okay is there still enough in accounts plus coming in from Social Security that they won't have to really cut back on their lifestyle and retirement. So that's a big piece that goes into the planning. You plan for the unexpected, but you hope that the expected happens, that a couple lives all the way out until they're 100 and they pass away at the same time. And we all know that usually doesn't happen. So just to summarize some of the things that I went over, coordinate with your spouse claiming strategies. This way, and I'm going to say build a plan first and then know how to claim Social Security, because the timing affects both. Don't assume you can combine benefits. You can't. Claiming early permanently reduces your benefit. So to maximize the 50% benefit, depending on the person's plan, you might want to wait till full retirement age. Sometimes you don't. But what we want to do is get it on paper and figure it out. And lastly, spousal benefits don't grow after full retirement age. So don't delay thinking that it is, because then you might miss out on money that you'll never get back. So this is one of the most important income decisions you'll make in retirement. A lot of things, this is like one of the ones that you can't undo. If you need help, reach out to us. Just go to our website, tfcheckup.com, or click on the link below.
Investment advice offered through Tumolo Wealth Management, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Content contained herein should not be construed as an offer or solicitation for investment advice or for the purchase or sale of any security, insurance, or other investment product. Please consult with a qualified financial, tax, accounting, or legal professional before implementing any ideas or strategies discussed here.